You're listening to Remix the Past. I'm Ethan. We spend a lot of time trying to understand songs. We search for interviews, we dissect lyrics, we hunt for hidden meanings, as if every great piece of music were a puzzle waiting to be solved. But sometimes the mystery is the point. Today, we're looking at one of the Doors' most beautiful and most elusive songs. This is The Crystal Ship.
Before you slip into unconsciousness, I'd like to have another kiss.
The Crystal Ship almost disappears between the louder, most famous songs. There's no dramatic guitar solo, no hypnotic organ jam, and no shocking performance from Jim Morrison. Instead, there's stillness, Ray Manzarek's delicate keyboard, a restrained vocal, a melody that seems to drift more than it moves. It lasts less than 3 minutes. Yet, decades later, listeners are still asking the same question. What is the song actually about?
Flashing chance at bliss, another kiss, another.
Many biographers believe Morrison wrote The Crystal Ship after the end of his relationship with Mary Wurbello, his longtime girlfriend before the Doors became famous. If that's true, the lyrics begin to sound like a farewell. Not bitter, not angry, just quietly accepting that two lives are moving apart. But Morrison never confirmed that reading. And that's important, because unlike many songwriters, he rarely wanted to pin his songs down to a single meaning.
The days are bright and filled with pain. Enclose me in your gentle rain.
Before Jim Morrison became one of rock's most recognizable frontmen, he wanted to be a poet. He admired writers like Arthur Rimbaud and Charles Baudelaire, whose work often relied on symbolism, dream imagery, and emotional suggestion rather than straightforward storytelling. Their poems don't always tell you what they mean. They invite you to feel first and interpret later. The Crystal Ship works the same way. Instead of explaining itself, it creates an atmosphere.
You ran was too insane. We'll meet again. We'll meet again.
Listen to the lyrics. A crystal ship, 1,000 girls, another kiss. These images don't fit together like pieces of a story. They float past like fragments of a dream. And dreams aren't powerful because they're logical. They're powerful because they capture emotions we struggle to describe when we're awake. Maybe that's why people keep returning to this song. Not because they've solved it, but because it somehow understands feelings they can't quite put into words.
Never die. Deliver me from reasons why you'd rather cry. I'd rather fly.
Today, we're used to artists explaining everything. Albums come with documentaries, songs are broken down on social media, lyrics are annotated line by line. But the Crystal Ship reminds us that art doesn't always owe us certainty. Sometimes its greatest gift is leaving room for our own experiences. Maybe it really is a farewell to someone Morrison loved. Maybe it's about something else entirely. Or maybe those possibilities aren't meant to compete with each other.
The crystal ship is being filled. 1,000 girls, 1,000 thrills, a million ways to spend your time. When we get back, I'll drop a line.
When I hear The Crystal Ship, I don't hear a riddle waiting to be solved. I hear an invitation to slow down, to sit with uncertainty, and to remember that the most meaningful works of art aren't always the ones that answer our questions, but the ones that keep us asking them. I'm Ethan, and this was Remix the Past. Until next time, keep listening for the stories hidden between the notes.